To cool it down from a full body lift, we're going to start by laying on your back and we're going to get underneath the rib cage here. And as we do this, I want your legs kind of open wide because we're going to allow the knees to kind of fall side to side, deepen where we're getting into the rib cage, opening up the breath, relaxing the nervous system. That's really what we want to do after a full body lift. So we're going to allow the knees to kind of fall to the side. Take your fingers gently underneath that rib cage. See where there's kind of tightnesses and restrictions and breathe into it. And then switch to the other side. And breathe in. We want to slow down that breath as much as possible. And you might, especially if you did some heavy lower body, you might feel like those legs are kind of getting a quad stretch at the same time. So really open, press those knees down, get into that rib cage. You don't want pain in the rib cage, okay? So it's not a maximum digging in. It's just a gentle kind of moderate tension, moderate pressure, exploring different areas where you might need some relaxation underneath that rib cage. So that's where our diaphragm rests. So really getting into that, helping to relieve some pressure tension, helps to open up that breath, which can help tap into that parasympathetic system a little bit more and get our body to really downregulate and relax. And that's the key here. Okay. So just a couple more on each side. Taking your breath in. And of course, if you want to spend more time here, and you're feeling like, oh, this is really what my body needs. I need to open up this rib cage and allow things to relax and get my hips a little bit more open. You can always spend a bit more time. We are going to do a little bit more for the hips. So after that, go ahead and sit up. So we just did about 5 to each direction. And then we're going to do a hip 90-90 with a side lying reach. So with hip 90-90, you always want to be at like an open position here. It's about 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees between the legs, and 90 degrees in that back leg. Okay. So that's kind of like a good gauge. Now I'm going to kind of rotate that now that you kind of see that, because right here, we're going to do some side lying. So again, you'll come into that hip 90-90. And if this is really, really uncomfortable, I want you to stack up some pillows or towels and have your body a bit higher. Some people even sit on foam rollers. You can kind of have it in underneath this front leg here and underneath the bum to kind of help support and lift you up a little bit higher. So you're not putting too much tension on your knees or feeling like you're going to fall backwards. Okay. With that said, we're going to drop the elbow and then think of opening up this side rib cage that we just kind of released right now. And let that body really stretch. Take a breath into it. And then we're going to go toward this back heel. Let that elbow come down. Open up this side of the body. So open that rib cage, stretch and reach. And we'll do about 4 times to each way. So open, open, open. Take a breath. And then drop that elbow. Open, open. Take a breath. Other side, dropping that elbow. And if you want to get a little bit more into those hips, this is where you can kind of rock forward. You'll feel that glute stretch a little bit more and then swing it around to that back leg. And you'll feel a little bit more in that back leg. And then again, you can swing it around. You'll get a little bit more of a stretch into those glutes and open it on that side. Swing it around. So that gives you just a little bit more access into those hips rather than just staying up really tall. Then we'll go to the other side. So going to the other side here, again, about 90 degrees front and 90-90 in the back. And if you want, you can wrap it around to the side, get into that hip, and then open it up. So really breathing from that side rib cage. We forget to use all aspects of our breath and our body here. And this is what's really going to help to open up that upper chest, open up that upper back, feel less tension, restriction around the low back or in the upper neck. If we can really open up in that rib cage. So again, And we'll just do one more on each side. And of course, if you want to spend more time in any one place, you always can. You have the option. It just depends how much time you have. But this is a good way to just get that system to relax while also getting into some stretching and opening of the body.
Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.